So there's several designs here, and I'll tell you really briefly what they are. Here's the star seed, which is very important. We already talked about it.
Can you give a little quick explanation again for this?
Yeah, the star seed is 7 circles with a Merkaba overlaid. And the 7 circles are the smallest amount of lines possible to delineate space into a shape called a tube torus. And a tube torus is the energy field that surrounds atoms, galaxies, the human body, the earth, pretty much any degree of existence will have an energy field around it. And so the feminine aspect of this energy field is this tube torus, this donut shape where the energy comes in one end and out the other. It's constantly in motion, it's constantly expanding and contracting. And then the masculine version of it is the Merkaba, which is 2 tetrahedrons, or 4-sided pyramids. They all have the same length line, the same angle for every point. For every angle, it's basically 4 equilateral triangles put together to create a 3-dimensional object. And then you put 2 of them together, and you've got a Merkaba, which Merkaba actually means, in Sanskrit, chariot. It is the energetic vehicle for consciousness. So with the tube torus, we've made these spheres in space, and we've created what's called the seed of life, these first 7 spheres. Basically a pattern that also represents the genesis process. First, let there be light, and then the formlessness becoming formed, and then the water and the thunder, and life just grows from that shape. Now, if we continued and we made circles all the way around, we made first our 1 circle, then we made 6 more, and then we made more around this edge, we would reach a point where we could connect the dots and make this shape right here. The shape is called Metatron's cube. Metatron's cube is, like I said, it's the spheres made in 13 spheres that all the centers of the spheres have been connected. And this shape right here, you can actually take all of these lines and you can get all of these shapes out of it. And these shapes are called the Platonic solids. They all have equal sides, they all have equal angles within themselves. They are a tetrahedron, a cube, a octahedron, a icosahedron, and a dodecahedron. And there's just so much to say about them. Can you see the cube in this? Mm-hmm. You would have to, if you took out 2 lines, 3 lines from this, you could see that it would be 1 panel, 2 panel, and 3 panels. And that would make a cube. So these are basically the smallest shapes that energy can take on to create building blocks of matter, of molecules. And so just like we abstract so much information from just the seed of life and the Merkaba, we get more and more information with each circle we make, with each rotation of consciousness, of energy expanding. We get more information. And that's why we have the eye here. Because the eye is seeing the Sri Yantra, it's seeing this pattern that comes out of our exploration of geometry, our exploration of ourselves, or God, or nature, in its most fundamental state. Before there's stuff and things to define us, before there's what clothes I'm wearing today or what car I drive to define who we are. We are first defined through these movements in space, these very basic shapes that we learn about the deepest fundamentals of how existence can be.